Hey guys, it's Sandy. I'm going to show you how to make turkey breakfast sausage patties. It sounds like it's hard. It's actually one of the easiest things you could possibly do. So here are the ingredients you're going to need. So you're going to need some fresh ground turkey. I personally do not buy the very leanest, the 93% lean, because you need a little bit of moisture in your sausage. So I buy this right here. You're going to need salt, pepper, thyme, sage, crushed red pepper flakes. This is optional if you like something spicy, which we do. A little bit of oregano. This is optional. Some minced onion, but I want a little bit of that in there. Some smoked paprika. Again, optional. I'm going to put the optional things back here, but it gives a little bit of a smoky flavor. And some garlic powder. So these are the must-haves. Sage is a must. Salt, pepper, thyme, oregano, and garlic powder. These are the extras that just make it taste even better. You're just going to take your turkey. This is 3 pounds worth of ground turkey. Stick it into a bowl. I got a clear bowl just so you can see what I'm doing. I just washed my hands so I can touch all the spice bottles. Something else that we are going to use is olive oil. We're going to need some olive oil because we need a little bit more moisture in there. Okay, so first thing we're going to start with is sage. That's the #1 ingredient that is the most important. And I'm going to do a full tablespoon, a little over a heaping tablespoon of sage. Now, the thing about turkey is it's much leaner, so it has a lot more protein to it, and I don't have to worry about all the saturated fat, but it's not going to have the flavor that pork sausage has either. Fat gives flavor to it, and along with the other spices that are in there, it's not going to taste exactly like pork sausage, but it is going to have a lot of flavor because we're going to add some fat. But these spices that we are putting in here is going to give it a lot of flavor. I'm doing a teaspoon, I actually need a half a teaspoon also. A teaspoon and a half of salt. Make sure you're using a good salt, not iodized or bleached white table salt, but something good. It says real salt straight from the earth, so it has a lot of minerals in it. 1.5 teaspoons of thyme. You can grind up the thyme if you want to. This is just regular thyme. 1.5 teaspoons of garlic powder. This is so easy, you guys. This is all you do is put the spices in, but it has more vitamins in it. I need to see how much smoked paprika. A half a teaspoon of smoked paprika, a half a teaspoon of oregano. All of these great spices are going to kick up the flavor in here. This is optional, but I am putting in minced onions, about a teaspoon and a half, just to give a little more flavor in there. Crushed red pepper flakes. Now this is because we like our stuff just a little bit spicy. You could also put some brown sugar in here, some maple syrup in here. I don't like sweetness in my sausage, so I'm not putting that in here, but you can absolutely put maple syrup in your sausage patties. I'm putting in a heaping half teaspoon of red pepper flakes. And then the last spice that I need to put in is some pepper. This is going to be fresh ground pepper. That's just the way I have it. So I got to put the pepper out here and then measure it out. I'm going to grind 1.5 teaspoons of fresh ground pepper. Now then I'm going to stick in the oil so we have a little bit of extra moisture in there, because listen, turkey meat is a drier meat. So I don't want dry sausage patties. I still want these to have flavor. I want them to taste good. I just want them to be that leaner cut of meat and healthier, more protein in it. There's 1 teaspoon. But I've kind of been getting away from pork products anyway. So this works great for us. This is good for our heart and good for our bodies. Oh, I can't just pour it in. We're going to do 3 tablespoons of oil. This is olive oil. Now, I said that I bought the turkey meat that was not the leanest because it would be dry. I don't want dry. So I need to add this olive oil in here. It's optional if you want to keep it even leaner, but taste is really important too, not just lean meat. Now, this is what it looks like with all the different spices in there. I'm just going to take my hands and get in here and start mixing it all up. You could put on gloves if you want to. I don't care. I'm going to just wash my hands when I'm done. But this is it. This is how easy it is. And then I'm just going to let it sit in the refrigerator for about 1 hour, just so these different flavors just kind of meld together. And then you put them into the iron skillet or whatever skillet you have, fry them up like any other sausage patty, and you have some really good, easy breakfast sausage patties that you can eat for breakfast, or you can eat them for lunch, or you could break them up and put them on salads, or you could make them into an egg scramble. There's a lot of different options here. But I've also made them before and been like, I feel like something's missing and I need to add a little bit more. I think I'm actually going to add a little more sage and a little more salt to these right now. Now you can make these and put them in the refrigerator overnight. You could put them in the refrigerator for an hour, or you could go ahead and fry them if you don't have any time. But just putting them and letting them sit for just a little bit just helps the flavors. All right, this has sat in the refrigerator for a while. I went ahead and heated up my iron skillet. I'm going to put it on medium-high heat. Now I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil, even to the pan, just so they cook even better. Just have a little bit more moisture in them. And then just start making them into balls, and from the balls, make them into a patty. Now you decide how big you want your patties to be, like a little small sausage, or if you want them a little bit bigger just for the amount of protein. 4 ounces will get you 20 grams of protein in turkey meat. So I'm flattening them out a bit because they do puff up also. So flatten them out just to get them in there and get them cooking. Time to flip. You can see they're just getting a little bit brown around the edges. They got a nice finish. And these are almost done. I go ahead and make up more balls of the sausage so they're ready. Super, super simple to make, you guys. Okay, guys, here we go. Turkey sausage. You can see it looks like pork sausage, but it is leaner. It has more vitamins. It's better for you in every way. Easily clean an iron skillet that's all yucky inside. Just fill it up with some water. Turn your burner on high. Bring it to a boil, and all that yucky in there will just scrape right off very easily. Once I cleaned out the pan, I just scraped out all the yuck. I put just a little bit, I need far less than that, of oil in here. Just take a paper towel, don't touch it, it's extremely hot. And then just wipe all the oil all the way around. And then I'm just gonna let it sit here to cool down, and it will re-season as it's sitting here. It's not hard to use or take care of iron skillets, you just gotta know how to do it. All right, you guys, I hope this was helpful. I hope you try it. Let me know. Until next time, I'm out.